This video had me rolling. Let's get into it. So this girl is mad. She's frustrated because the black woman, the African woman right here, she moved her bag from above in the compartment above her. She took her bag out of there, talking about it's personal. It goes under the seat. Yes, anybody would be mad if you touch somebody's personal belongings just to put yours up there. So she was like, no, I already let you get away with touching my personal items. Now you're doing too much. Now you flicking your hair back here. But she got her worked up because she, you know, they was fighting over the compartment, moving each other's bags. So now the African girl mad too. Now she just flicking her hair in the other girl's face. This reminds me, the moment that's about to come up, hold on, here go the part right here. This part is what had me rolling, because the way she easily, well, not easily, but she gently picked up the wig off of her head. Because as a woman, I'm just thinking to myself, like, what if it was a sew-in? You know, she made sure it wasn't sewing before she snatched it off. She just sitting there like, girl, you hot under there. Let me fan you. Let me give you a breather, because you're doing too much. And then a white girl throwing a black girl's wig, like, okay, you know, I'm gonna stand up for her. I'm gonna throw on her wig so she don't feel no type of way. You know, and the black girl, like, you know what? Give my wig back. Move out my way. Don't nobody need you taking up for me. Sit your butt down. But yeah. So one time I was at a restaurant and it was my sister's birthday party. Me, my brothers, all my brothers and sisters there. All of my brothers and sisters there except one. So I walk in there and I'm goofing around with him and I flip off his hat. He got so offended, as if he was a woman wearing a wig. He got so mad that I flipped off his hat and he flipped off my wig. He snatched off my wig. You know, in that type of situation, you have no other choice but to be confident about your hair or your head or without that wig, so that wig doesn't define you. That's what I had to do. I was so freaking embarrassed, but at the same time, I wasn't. I don't know. I guess I chalked up that embarrassment. I mean, I had no other choice, right? So I chalked it up by everybody laughing. I didn't even know how my head looked under that wig. I just know at that time, it wasn't just, you know, me throwing on a wig. I actually take care of it. So it's probably like a little fro under there, but I ain't wear no cap. So it was like a mashed up fro. And I was, like I said, I was taking care of my hair at the time. So it was what it was. I was growing my confidence. And that's the thing about a lot of women out here wearing wigs. If you're going to wear a wig, be confident underneath. Because when this happens, they're going to expect you to feel ashamed. You know? So when you're taking care of yourself underneath that wig, when they go to take it off, it's just laughing. You laughing, they laughing. It is what it is, because you look just as good under that wig than that wig being on you. You know, it's all about you. So you don't want that wig to define you, to where, you know, your head is looking a mess and this wig is absorbing your conscience, absorbing your energy, absorbing everything about you, absorbing your energy, your identity as a sponge. It's just soaking up your goodness. And then all of a sudden, it's looking brighter than you. And it's looking gooder than you. You know? But on top of that, it made me think about the one girl's videos. I'm going to try to look her up. It made me think about her videos, because she talks about this. She was like, when she put on that wig, when the white girl took her hair and put it on her head, it made me think about her videos when she was talking about, yeah, you're wearing white girls' hair, you're wearing white girls' weaves because you want their hair. You want their hair to be, you want the length of their hair, the texture of their hair. They created this stuff, and you're allowing this stuff to identify you. You know, instead of taking yourself, instead of being aware of who you are and loving who you are, you're putting all of that energy into this wig, into somebody else's creation. So so this person's creation is getting all of your attention, getting all of your energy. That admiration could have been for you. And that worth could have been for you. That value could have gone to you. Because one good thing at the end of the day is that you come with no price tag. Treat yourself better, love yourself better, and be you, be authentically you. And if you don't have that confidence yet, grow it. It takes time and it's a process. Grow that confidence within yourself, you know? Grow it and start now. And I'm not talking about start just like immediately snatch off that wig. No. Start now underneath that wig. Before you put on that wig, do your hair. Throw in some products. Nurture yourself. Make sure you're comfortable. And then put the wig on. You know, grow that confidence underneath this wig. Eventually, you'll get a little bit too comfortable and you'll feel like you don't need that wig. And that's you sprouting out of this wig. But for now, grow that confidence. Use that wig as a tool so that you can take care of you behind the scenes. And then eventually, before you know it, boom, you sprouting out. And they had no idea that you done came up out that wig and you a whole different person, moving a whole different way. And they're like, wow, you know, wow. What they gonna pull off now? How they gonna embarrass you now? You know, this was a lesson learning experience for me. But I know how it feels. Even though they were all friends and they was all doing this for, you know, to prove a point, I actually had that experience. And I'm willing to speak upon it and bring it to life. So yeah, with that being said, y'all like, comment, subscribe, be notified, share at your own free will to show you care. And I will see y'all next time.